happen. Oh, that was so cool. That was so sick. Good job.
And away we go. It's going to be the pistol round. Drip Drown be starting on that CT side. Ever important. Dapper going to be porting the utility and the kit as well. Who's doing the calling for them?
I asked him. He said, I don't know. So I guess they all are.
Because usually, I don't know. I always think like the IGL picks up the kit, like takes that sacrifice, you know? But I suppose it's not actually necessary.
A lot of the time it's the AWPer too, because they're like really far away. Oh, man. Shot up goes down. It's kind of committed there, but snap trade by Neptune.
It was a tough spot with that many bodies, and the flash just timed perfectly. He gets run right down. Now it's going to be man advantage for Etherian, and they're firming up that site, dropping bodies left and right. They've still got the kit up on Dapper, but Dapper doesn't have the armor to battle back in against the Glocks. Going to make his life very difficult. Both players tapping away, though. Ace with those taps on the heads. He hits them at range. It's a little more challenging when they get close. And there it comes. Kills being traded out. Modem going to close things down. Our producer, Rob, over here has got himself a karambit.
Yo, let me get that. I want to sell this on OP skins. But, yo, here's what I'm saying. So the problem right there for the CTs was that I feel like Shot Up was really committed there. You know? So if you don't have somebody baiting for you, you're kind of – it's at most a one and done. They're going to force back, though. Maybe some mid-aggression here?
He's holding mid. It's his spot. Already hits the tap. Doesn't quite find the head, but it's going to be the leg. Unfortunately, it's the leg on the SMG player, so probably the most sacrificial lamb. And there the kills come out. Ace does re-aggress, and he finds something. He's still alive somehow.
Got another tag, too.
He's wrecking.
You were right.
Ace player to watch. Mirage, man. Ace on Mirage. Always an exciting time. Dapper and Ace will be the last alive. They're going to be trying to get back towards the B-bomb site. Bomb will be planted, and they've pretty much just got to be locked out of this round. Frankly, the armor is probably worth saving.
Yeah, at this point, you pretty much should posture to save. You want to see what you can get, like that. Nice shot by Dapper. Not a headshot, but, you know, we take those. And, yeah, I think he wants to get that gun. Ace is probably going to hold his bricks or something for him to get it, but we'll see.
You think the bomb will knock it towards him? Kind of in the corner.
It's not going to get that far. Not the gun, but see. Ooh. Ace is on one. Got that MAC-10, farm up some money, perhaps?
I think it's a rifle, actually, out there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, he's got an AK.
I was going to say, if he saved the MAC-10, you could probably give it to Ace and let him farm for the ult, but if he's hitting scout shots like that, I mean, he's going to get money regardless. 2-0. 2-0.
2-0. Can't take that scope out of Ace's hands, though. He's so good, you give him a scope.
It's true. His rifle's not bad. His rifle's
not bad, but he's one of those players where, like, yeah, he's perfectly serviceable. You put him in a rifle. Like, he's a good player. But you give him that scope, you give him the op, it's just, he's a difference maker. He's a game changer. And now it's going to be just those two guns held around. They're going to be saving up for the buy in the next.
Heavy A stack here. I think SK runs the setup on there, low buys too. Oh, actually, never mind. He pushed in the halls. Dapper does. Ace pushes up mid. Doesn't see anything. So at this point, they have so much information. We'll probably see a rotation coming through to B. Ian speeds it up, jumps right out. No care in the world. He knows there's someone here, but...
Ooh, he gets punished. Shot up with the bare USP, manages to catch Modem out. Doesn't quite have it. Now the site's secured, though. Bomb's down. There shouldn't really be a lot more here. Ace has tagged Infinite up, but they're not going to expose themselves to this angle again. They won't show themselves to the scoped rifle. I don't know if you can hear this right now, but FGC is going nuts for something.
Those are probably Smash players, right?
Probably Smash players.
I love Smash players.
Smash players get hype.
Yeah. Nice shot by Dapper. So I feel like this round actually could have went to the round. Oh, I mean, just like that. I'm smart.
Bentley last alive. MAC-10 trying to get it to make it happen. They're going to have to expose themselves to him to get the defuse, but he could just play around here. They could frankly follow through on the wall and spam him out. Dapper's going to hunt it, and Dapper goes down. Is there still time? There is not. Neptune has to fall away. No kit, can't do it. He's going to die to the bomb as well.
I really feel like Dripper Drown had all the information they needed to make the rotation to be in time. MOTM initially sped up the round by himself, which was good and bad, right? Like, he got a lot of position, but at the same time, his teammates weren't really behind him. Maybe a lack of comms there from DOD. Because they were pushing A-halls. Ace was up mid. Where else are they? You know what I mean?
And you were saying, I mean, with this kind of situation where you've got the lack of communication, maybe some leadership issues, I mean, it is essentially a pug. It's the core of the United, but then a pug behind that. Maybe just a little lack of coordination.
Indeed. I mean, thematically, if you look at the kill spread on Etherian, granted we're only 3 rounds in, I mean, they're all really, really even, which, I mean, 3 rounds in, they're going to be even. That being said, I feel like that's been all land long with them. You know, they're playing as a unit.
It feels like each map someone else steps up. Sometimes it's OC on the op, sometimes it's Infinite. Ben Leet was killer earlier in this tournament. I'd like to see him return to that form. And then when they're down and they sort of need that rallying cry, Modem steps up, and he is the man of the match.
Shot up takes down, well, the man of the match. Snap trade by Ben. Ben Leet's one of those players I don't even really know that well, but I hear he's like really respected by the current Premier players.
He was playing with Era earlier this season, then he came off of Era, came over to Etherian, and he's been continuing great form. Speaking of great form, Infinite gonna snap himself a quick 2K, and now OC from on high grabs that catwalk player. Neptune can't get anything done, gets run down by Strings, and again, Etherian just stacking up the rounds here on Mirage. They've looked great throughout this whole series. Yeah,
just like we got done saying, I mean, right there, everybody contributes in, like, massive ways. Once Infinite gets those 2 kills in market, the round's over. You know, that's a huge individual play. There was no one near him, no flashes were thrown. He just, I'm going to kill both these guys real quick. No big deal. All right, well, saving again.
Saving again.
Not a good feeling. This can happen on Mirage, too.
I feel like this is the kind of roster, though, where when they have Deagles, I'm almost more scared because they don't worry as much. It's like, all right, see whatever you get out of this round, and sometimes you hit shots in those rounds that you would never hit when you're worried and like focusing on what's going to happen.
You're just playing looser. That's really what it is. You don't want to be playing too conventional all the time on your gun rounds. Infinite opens things up on a Neptune right away. Ian gets boosted into window, takes out Ace. This is going to be a pretty clean round from them thus far.
Yeah, isolated players. Dazzle could maybe catch someone out on this rotate. That's going to be Infinite who's going to be exposed. If he's looking the right direction, but they're going to pinch him.
Yeah, they've already identified who's playing where.
Oof, close. But Strings will stay alive with 3 HP. Shot up, trying to line up the long range. Deeg doesn't hit it. There he goes.
Those are the hardest ones, man.
When you have all the time to line it up. Second guess yourself.
Yeah. Just like when you get those Deegs out, you know, you don't have to sit there and think. Sometimes you just play great. Ian cleans it up. They have to have a lot of money at this point, Etherian. They're getting so many SMG kills.
They had that one round where they full wiped, but otherwise I think they've had 4 or so, 3 or 4 up pretty much every round.
Yeah, they're sitting pretty. We're chilling.
They got that cash.
Wow. Well, this is a big, big, big round in terms of momentum for the entire series. If they can't put, if DOD can't put a round on here, I don't know, man. I do not know. See Ace hitting that cat jump, automatic for him, man. He's moving so good.
Oh, but he misses the shot. Uncharacteristic, perhaps, from Ace.
I like this play. He instantly goes into window, though. Dazzle playing connector gets taken out right away, and these rounds are fast from Etherian, man. They're showing no respect at all. Well executed ace split, though, and just like that, it should be a save, I think, right?
I know they were talking earlier, and they were saying that they expected sort of Dripper Drown to just try and take game fights and play into that. And so, you know, being aware of that situation, knowing that Dripper Drown's going to play for certain aim fights and play where they're comfortable and just try and take duels, they can kind of exploit it by changing pace, either going fast or slowing down, isolating players that they know like to play certain spots. And really, it kind of feels like Etherian did a bit of their homework here. Know the tendencies of the players they're matched up against, and that they're exploiting them.
Well, they're just not letting the other team get the chance to dictate the pace.
Yeah.
I mean, we've only seen one pace, and that's really fast, and why change it, you know? If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Now you're going to see Strings lurk over towards A, and he might meet a player in Palace, but the rest of it is all mid-presence all day. Shots ringing out, but nothing getting done for Dripper Drown. It's all Etherian once more. This is just pistol, so you can't expect a lot, but they need to find an answer at some point, and whatever it is, it's not this round. So 6-0, soon to be 7-0, barring a miracle from Shot Up, as he is now the last alive in apartments, found out, and put in the dirt.
They did their homework.
Oof.
They did their homework.
Mirage, I was actually expecting Mirage to be sort of the map where the series turned around. I expected Dripper Drown to be much more comfortable.
It's not over. All it takes is a couple swings.
Certainly not, but if you're Dripper Drown, you went into this expecting to be a little bit, you know, expecting it to be at least a little more even, if not sighted your way.
You snap off 3 ops like we see.
There you go.
There's the rank S.
That's the answer.
There it is.
All right, so 3 ops. Is this the answer? You think they win this round?
Well, based on the radar, this looks like some sort of A play, and if there's smokes behind it, then 3 ops is definitely not the answer. But if Dazzle gets his kill in halls, he can stay in halls. Decides to opt out and dip. Gets snap traded. I would like to see him stay in there. Trade by Dapper. Onto OC.
Ace caught in. He's down to 6 HP in a tough spot, but now Dapper's executing back through the smoke. He's got it, and the lineup on the edge of the smoke. Collateral shot from Dapper to come up huge and try and drag his team through to their first round.
Wow. I mean, if there's anything that can swing the momentum, it's something like that, right?
Yeah. Hero play.
Infinite. This guy had a really, really good map on Cash, so going into a 1v4 here. They seem to have a good read of where he's at.
Missed the first shot. He's got a kill already. No HP behind it, though. Now just 7 to his name, and they're going to peek him in just a moment.
They have to be careful, though. 3 is the magic number here in terms of dropping, and they really don't have the money to spare, especially if the one round they get is predicated on buying 3 ops, you know. That's not cheap. It's not cheap.
That is true. That's going to bankrupt you pretty quickly. Infinite just getting rid of AKs, making sure they can't swap over. Maybe not the most necessary, but he may not know exactly what they're doing money-wise. So he's just going to make sure that that gun's not a possibility. The swing, not being able to hit the shot. Dapper's going to allow him more opportunity. Shop's just trying to hem him into the corner and will eventually find it. So they do keep 3 alive. That magic number, they hit it.
The answer.
Keep it alive.
The answer. 3. Alive, 3 ops.
There you go.
Let's see if we can get 3 rounds in a row.
The triple op.
It's good. Mirage is really good.
Yeah. What are you, just 1 to each site and 1 mid?
Everywhere, because what happens is you can you dictate the fights before all of these insane set nades that everyone knows now on a map like Mirage. That you know, some professional players even criticize that they want this map out of the rotation just because it's kind of really dry at this point. You know, everyone knows everything, but if you just pick everybody, the smokes don't matter. Ian is a maniac right now. He's out B again. Same route he took with the Mag 10, and it works out.
Maybe a little too bold there as he keeps trying to aggress on towards Market and doesn't expect a player to be there already, but Ben's got him on support. Ben's still up and 2 kills to his name. There's a lot more targets to find, and Ace has the lineup from the catwalk. Ace shoots a little high and wide. The crouch peek, not what he expects. Ben goes back for the fight, but now he's got 2 ops. He's got to dig 1 out of position. Dapper is close up in the market, and Dapper will have the shot all day, every day. So Ben goes down, and another round secured here. And Drip or Drown avoid the deadly reset territory. Got a little bit of cash now.
Dapper's eyes. He's starting to heat up. He's starting to heat up.
Feeling it?
He's a good opper.
Yeah.
He's a good opper.
Would you say he's a bit momentum based though?
Yeah, he is. But the thing is when you got the momentum on your side, being down 7-0 and you get some momentum going, it's almost like you weren't down 7-0. You can decide what you're gonna do. Mike's super, super talented. Dapper rather. Opens things up on the Infinite right away.
That's a big frag. And second as well. Neptune following it up in mid. Great 2K from Neptune to swing the round. And now it all falls apart. OC last alive. No health behind him. And he'll eventually get run down.
Clean round. Not a single death on the CT side. They've got some money built up, which is good because they apparently really like these ops. And also, I don't think Etherian has the money to buy here.
Do they finally get bankrupted? They should at this point.
Yeah.
If they do, it's going to be like a pistol force, which honestly with the pace they've been playing wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. But
that pace gets answered by these ops really quickly, though.
It does. They've, I mean, they've readjusted, and you've seen the pace bump up for Drip or Drown. Because, I mean, Dapper flying out of the window, taking the connector peak, and then rocking Neptune up mid as well. It's sort of like it's answering back. We'll match your speed with our speed.
A 4 smoke exec, which is definitely a good play against all these ops. Oh, they did the wall smoke exec, so they're trying to go right side. Wow, that was a really, really smart call, actually. And get the bomb down. Oof, almost another double. Ben's on 1 HP.
Bomb planted at least. Op retreat for Infinite as well. You said he aced last map with the op?
Yeah.
So opportunity again.
Wow, 2 big kills from Neptune.
There's the next one with Infinite. Infinite last alive. He's got the bomb control. They're going to have to cross on him. They have the smoke for it. There's the timing shot. Dapper down. It's all on Neptune. Neptune has the kit, and he will go immediately onto the bomb. But it's just going to need to be Infinite finding the shot. He can't do it, and the bomb will be defused. Infinite stays alive, and if he saves this op through, it will be important for the economy stimulus, but they won't be able to pull out the round.
This is a really, really interesting situation economically now, though. Right, this is like a huge swing round just in terms of not only momentum, but, I mean, they just got a plant 4 kills, you know, with not a huge investment. So, yeah, this is a big round.
Did he save the op? He did.
Sure did.
Good job
to OC. He's fast.
OC's good.
I don't like saying people are fast, but, yeah.
He's
OC's
fast. Game recognized game?
Of course. Posted up window. Where is the other op for the CTs? Is it upper B?
There's one playing upper B, yep, by checking apartments, and then you've got Dazzle. Dazzle opping, watching
That's interesting.
Connector.
Not that he's good or bad at it, regardless. It's just, that'll happen. Smoke top con, and now you're kind of in a weird situation. Neptune, he always gets opening kills. Always. He's always right in the action.
I feel like sometimes these really young players where they're super fresh and they maybe haven't like gotten the wisdom of getting smacked in various rounds, they play a little more fearlessly.
Well, patience is a skill, not a virtue. You know, you have to learn how to develop that, not just in CS, but in life. But the thing is, when you're a young player and you know you're super talented, it's not necessarily an ego thing. It's just why develop the skill of patience if you feel like you don't have to. You know, you can just run out and kill everyone like Neptune can all day. Why not?
So kills being traded out here, but they stack up to the advantage of Drip or Drown. And now they've fallen back off of the A. They're going to kind of play retake A, but chip players away on the eggs.
He's all absurdist. Ooh, everywhere.
Ace gets 2 in quick succession. Was that just shot, rescope shot? Was there any pause there?
I think he was holding the triple cross, right? And if you have an up on Cat holding the triple cross and they're going A, no one else has to do anything. He wins the round for you.
Brilliantly done.
Wow,
so 5 to 7, 5 in a row.
What a swing. Well, another huge. This is going to be a reset round if Etherian loses. I didn't see their money.
I believe so. Yep.
Well,
yeah, it'll be a reset
sure
round.
Is.
Hard reset. Although they'll be on max loss bonus, so if they get a bomb plant, they can still buy behind it.
True.
Put AKs up. Won't be the best in the world, but it's perfectly serviceable, and that'll help them get something going this round. OC already wins the duel with Dazzle in mid. Now the execution comes in, but Dapper can't get anything.
Really
spacing working out. Neptune going to go down a one and done. Kills stacking up. Etherian, they're going to have the bomb plant in a moment, and now it's all just Ace, and Ace has to save. 1v4. He's got to fall.
Wow. Infinite, man. This guy's explosive. Huge round from Etherian right there. They needed that. They had to stop the train at some point.
So now 8 to 5. 8 to 5. Momentum back in their favor. I think Dripper John's going to be fine to buy again.
Yeah.
They're tossing some things around. They're going to make it work. It'll be a CZ on Dapper, though.
Yeah, it doesn't have the AWP in its hands this time, but I mean, if you have a CZ, it might as well be an AWP sometimes.
Depending on the angle. Just some situations. Would you say you'd actually rather have the CZ than like an AWP or a rifle?
90% of the time, yeah. Neptune gets taken out right away, and they're going out A. Really fast, as per usual. That's their pace, man. When these guys work quick, they just take over games.
That's exactly what they're going to do. Another kill stacks up, and the utility's there as well to block the AWP out. Ace eliminated for the moment, and now it's going to be Dapper from the Palace. Gets one, nearly a second. Kills are being traded, though, and Dapper's going to need to get more done. He's running out of bullets up in the Palace with a CZ. Ace is actually going to creep away. It looks like it's a safe call. Dapper, what a game sense,
that was
predicting
really
the flank.
Dapper reminds me of Dazed. You know?
Does he?
Yeah, in terms of just being like a really, always aware, so aware. But not aware of Ian giving a quick 104 to the chest. Ace can save. Oh, no. Never mind. Wow. So that was, it's 9-5 now? That's crazy.
This Etherian squad has been fighting their way to respect in the server.
They've earned my respect. They're quick.
They're very quick.
When I say quick, I mean the rounds are ending like that.
Yeah. I mean, the executions come in pretty fast. The post plants, I mean, they're trying to re-execute, but kills stack up.
It's interesting, too, because in my head, Etherian's a bunch of young players, yeah? In terms of this experience?
Very much so.
They are pretty disciplined in these post plants.
That's one thing I've admired from them, and I've been watching them off and on all season, you know, all MDL season, and it's patience. It's a lot of patience in rounds, even though they're being insanely fast right now on their like post plants and their executes, not just peeking into angles, not knowing when to peek off of each other, when to use that chemistry, and also when they're down, the discipline to come back in it is not something you see on a lot of young teams. The
capacity to grind comes through experience. You know, if you don't experience grinding back, young players can sometimes beat themselves emotionally. These guys definitely have what it takes. Strings just ran up Cat and got an entry at a minute 39 on the clock. That's so fast.
This is relentless on Raj.
Dazzle.
Dazzle's dazzling a bit, but he can't stay alive too long. Will eventually get cleaned up, but now Neptune alive. It's a 1v1 Infinite, very low on HP, and Neptune, I don't know if he realizes it, but he has full bomb control. He's got to realize it now. He spotted the bomb, knows the situation, has to know where Infinite's coming from. There he knows. It's only going to take one bullet. Infinite needs to stay alive here, playing the angle, trying to use the nade as a flash doesn't quite work out, and Neptune will bring it through.
This is a good match. I'm interested to see the pace that Dripper Drown takes going into the next half, because I'm pretty sure these players, while they can, don't necessarily love to operate at the 1 minute 39
the lightning
entry.
fast. Yeah. Maybe give them a little more time to massage picks. make it happen, you know, win duels and take one-on-ones as opposed to just exploding out and winning on pure momentum and velocity?
Yeah, I feel like thematically, they're going to win based on trying to exploit their talent because they have so much talent.
So 6-9 here.
6-9.
What's your prediction? You were 16-9 or 16-10? Was that your original?
Watch this clean T side.
You think it's going to be clean? You think it's going to be that 16-9 you're going to come true?
Well, it's going to be hard if they have 4 people at A and they only have 1 smoke, so we'll find out real quick. They're pushing towards connector.
Infinite hitting 1 shot, but needs to turn around and deal with it, but all the kills stack up. Suddenly it's just Dazzle in the Palace trying to execute back up, and he can get nothing done. The USP's crisp and clean, hitting the shots, and already your prediction of a clean T round.
And it's gone.
It's gone.
Etherian really did their homework. Usually when, you know, on CT pistols and they do a stack, any team does a stack, you sometimes wonder, you know, did they just get lucky or, you know, was that calculated? I'm telling you right now, these guys somehow knew that this plug was going to run that strat. Like, these guys are prepared.
You think they've been watching the Drip or Drown? I mean, these guys, I know their mentality going into this tournament was that they're getting top 2. They wanted to be in the final. Infinite told me as much. Dazzle.
Razzle dazzle, baby.
He executes right out with the Deagle. Finds 1, 2, nearly had the opportunity for the 3rd. He'll just slide right on past it. Has the armor behind this rifle. There's his 3rd. Somehow escapes largely unscathed as well, and now his teammates are answering back as well. This round nearly clean. It's insane. Strings it manages to catch 1, but they've basically picked up a full arsenal for
what
free.
A round by Dazzle.
They'll salvage guns. It's a huge swing.
Just like you said, man, when you have that talent and those Deagles, I mean, just like you said, he didn't even care. He just ran up B, got 2 entries. I'm Dazzle, whatever. What are we doing to me? So now we have to see how Etherian emotionally bounces back, right? This is where a team that's young, despite, you know, them having the patience and post plans, you know, all these like experienced qualities, something like that, getting ecoed on a critical, you know, I just want to clean this up, go home, get the 3-0.
Yeah.
This can get a little, this can get sketchy.
A little risky. Infinite creeping. That's the 3 CZ push straight into Arches. Well, there's not 3 CZs, 2 CZs. And I'm going to guess the P250 down there. It's a little interesting. And then you've got the Deagle.
I think Ace heard him because he called back a rotation.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe he spotted the toes as they ran past.
He's got good eyesight then.
Yeah. Let's see. Dazzle going to flick, spots the player out of the corner, doesn't quite want to take the fight. It is a Deagle on the other side, so you got to be kind of risky with those pinch angles. But Ace still here in Palace will actually get caught out. Modem catches him at an angle he wasn't expecting, and the CZ reigns supreme. So that's the Palace lurk out of play. And these 4 remaining players, they've got a minute on the clock. They need to figure out where they're headed.
You know, I feel like once Etherian gets that kill and has holding all this info for so long and they know that the other team knows it, I feel like they should have already red saved it, but maybe that's just me. That being said, Drip or Drown just, you know, does a nice B split, which is always a good strat against a low buy because you can kind of control the long range engagements and, you know, use your utility properly without having to worry about getting pop flash in the halls or ramp or something.
Now in the post plant, rifles retrieved, rifles up rather. They were here from the beginning. From the get-go, and it's 3 players trying to re-execute through, and the Slaughter comes in. Not enough bullets in his gun. Strings will eventually overwhelm shot up, but now the teammates are in to answer, and Neptune catches the Tukis, sticking right out from behind the pillar, and he'll hit the shot right into the left cheek.
This is a good match.
It's a very good match.
Started out 7-0 and didn't even feel like it now.
And now it's, you know, map 3. Again, just for context, for anyone who's been tuning in, this is map 3 of a best of 5. Etherian, much to the surprise of pretty much everyone in the stadium, took the quick 2-0. They're looking very good. Etherian have been, I mean, they 16-4'd them on the first map, which, yeah, it's overpass, as you were saying. Being a full team, having those executes is helpful, but still, 16-4 is a dominant scoreline. Then they won cash in overtime, and now on Mirage, they're giving them the fight of their lives. This round, though, looks good for Drip or Drown. Already eliminated the eco players. Bomb will be planted, and it was just USPs. Strings has a MAC-10 and no armor, 1 Molotov. What do you even do with this?
Pray.
Pray.
Maybe throw the molly on the ground and just deny that money.
Not a bad call. This time he's going to farm up some cash of his own. Takes out Ace as Ace was looking the wrong way. Maybe even distracted a little bit by his own teammate's shots.
Etherian's going to have a really, really good buy next round.
They should, yeah, absolutely. Full save here.
Full save.
Big loss bonus. MAC-10 farms up a little cash.
I'm really, really interested to see what Drip or Drown like strategically does out of spawn here. I want to see if they go into like some slow, defaulty, work with the talent, or let's just run the Etherian strat.
Just fast out.
Yeah.
Minute 30 on the clock, and you're already on site.
This round's getting decided now. Ace going for this ramp pick. Fortunately for him, no one crosses as the CTs are pushing up middle. You see it's clear, so at this point, we should see them fall back and posture for a rotate.
Maybe misread, though, that it's clear. Shot up was tucked in
I
the
don't like
corner.
that. I really don't like taking mid control and not leaving anyone there. You know, it's almost like you never did it.
That allows Shot up a lot of space. He's moved up to chair. He's already creeping up.
Yep.
He'll win the duel. They're not expecting him that
smart.
close.
That was so smart. He heard them run away.
Yeah.
That's what that all was. He heard all of them run up and he heard them all run away.
Infinite's still here, and he wants to be a thorn in the side. He's cleared out the underpass player, so it's back to even numbers. Infinite coming up big with 2 frags of his own. Bomb will be planted, so it is going to be a 3-on-3 post-plant retake type situation. And now they move in.
They want to take spawn. It's interesting that they're all 3 there, but I guess you could just essentially all fight together or all hide. Not a bad post-plant.
So guns up, 2 players left alive. Etherian trying to make this happen, but they've got so many players to dig out of CT. There's the frags, though, one after another. Now in the last, Neptune hits the 2K, clutches it out.
We got a match, baby.
Neptune stays alive. We're tied up.
We got
10-10, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
A little bit of
Modem's maybe gotten a little quiet.
A little uneasy.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that, Ian. Smile.
I don't hear any shouting.
You ain't smiling. You ain't fragging. Good spawns here. Oh man, this is gonna get really bad for Etherian. Once this drip or drown ball starts rolling, man, it's hard to stop. These guys are very, very, very streaky, in a good way.
Streaky in a good way. No, I feel you. When they have that confidence.
Yeah.
When they can take that shot. When they know they can take that shot.
These guys play. The
makes
drip or
sense.
drown guys play against the top players all night, every night. So once they get on, they can beat anybody.
2 guns retrieved, though. 2 AKs up and some damage out already. This is a little dangerous. Infinite and Ben, they have AKs. Honestly, they'd probably rather just save them. They definitely want to save them now. But Infinite will try and reaggress, looking for the clutch, looking for the hero play. And this time, it is ill-advised as he'll lose his life and the gun he had worked so hard to retrieve.
This match is so, like, chaotic. Just swing left, swing right, swing left, swing right. These people just want to take fights. Playing with some conviction.
Conviction. Everyone wants to take fights. I mean, when you say conviction, like playing with conviction, you mean like conviction in their devoting to their peaks, or like?
Yeah. If you're not peaking with conviction, then wow. Let's see. Takes out Neptune 4v5 off the rip.
Now, man disadvantage, drip or drown. They finally got the lead. This is the first time this map that they've picked up the lead. They've been fighting back for it. They were 7-0'd in the first half for a little while.
OC wants more. Oh, never mind. He fell right back up through that smoke.
He's a hungry player, though.
Is he?
He likes to peek. I mean, a lot of these players like to peek, but OC, when he's feeling it, when he's fast on the op, he likes to peek in.
Who's the most passive player in the server?
Strings or Ben, I would say.
It's a hard question to answer, right?
In a weird way, no, I want to say Strings or Ben, because Ben likes to mop up at the end. Infinite, like, switches between being really passive and slow and being really fast.
He's very explosive.
When he explodes, he goes. But it's not necessarily like a constant forward motion. It's more like a short bursts of insane performance. That's a missed throw
That's
smoke.
a big death, or big kill, rather, from Ben onto Ace. Takes out the ladder lurk, and yeah.
There's Ben.
Like that. The A-split is no longer an A-split.
Rock solid all tournament. No A-split here. Now just Dazzle. Dazzle will
nice
find the
shot,
first. Digs him out. He's got one more low player. Could potentially find Ben.
He knows where he is, too.
That he does, but he doesn't know where the rest are.
He got out. Strings got out. Ooh, it looked like Dazzle's going to win that for a minute.
There's Strings.
Looking cute, feeling cute. Can I see the scoreboard when we get back into it? I really want to know, like, who's just balling out.
Also, I want to take this opportunity to shout out our observer. Addy has been rocking the observer for a large chunk of the game. So shout outs to Mr. Addison.
Prius's prodigy.
Prius's prodigy. Might be his love child. We're not sure yet. Addy is quite young.
I think I saw Infinite top fragging again.
What was that?
I saw Infinite top fragging
Infinite top fragging again?
Yeah.
That would make sense, just the way it's been going. Yes, he is. 21, matching Neptune on the server. Young guns fragging out, and there's no sign that they're going to stop. 11-11, tie ball game here on Mirage. It's been an absolute slog for Drip or Drown to really get anything done this whole series. They've been fighting for rounds. And
Indeed.
they get around, they get a lead, and instantly it's pulled back.
It's just an absolute, like, slugfest.
You talk about them being a bit of a streaky team, and in this instance where, you know, you're sort of trading rounds, you can't quite build that space, you can't quite build that lead. Is that hard to play with if you're a streaky, you know, feeling it player?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a streaky, feeling it type player, and I can say these type of situations are where, like, I would be comfortable, you know, because it's just not, again, you're not dictating the pace. You're kind of trying to figure out how we can dictate the pace. Some people like that more, like a Dapper or a Dazed. Like, granted, I said he was streaky. That being said, he's calculated. And he's also in a 1v5, so...
Time to be very streaky.
Super calculated and streaky here, Mike.
He's going to need this streak of 5 to be exact to take this round through, and they would really rather not lose it. He's alone. He's back behind a smoke, and Infinite is watching for it. As soon as the smoke fades, Infinite should be the one to see it. Dapper doesn't know where they're coming from. He spots a toe, and that's when it's all over. As soon as he sees that little toe, he's got the lineup.
I actually think it was the light behind him on ramp.
Oh, you think he
dipped
a light
before
there?
And when you see the light disappear, you know he's there. That's why when he moves to the right, he saw him.
That's a heads-up play. See, that's why I need you in the server. Telling me secrets like this. Whispering in my ear.
Oh. We'll talk. Anyway, Dripper Drown, they are saving. Well, they have 3 Deagles.
12 to 11, so we're going to get pretty much onto 13, barring a Deagle Heroics, which it happens. Can't count that out.
Just ask Dazzle.
Just ask Dazzle, indeed. This time it's going to be Dapper taking the face-off against the AWP. They're sort of spread out across the map. Initial duel lost. AWP wins out. Strings finds one stereo on the opposite side of the map. Now it's just 3. They don't have the bomb picked up, but they don't really have anywhere to take it if they did. So they're going to try and find this bomb and figure out where on earth they can take it. They're blocked out of every possible position, and they just want to find some ground to work with.
These AWPs are just, on both teams really, are just really predicating the match. Ian takes out Neptune.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ace.
Ace said, that's my AWP.
He would need the ace here. And alas, it's not to be. Infinite's just going to hold down the spray, knowing that he has nowhere to really go. He's caught between a rock and a hard place, namely Catwalk and Market. And eventually, he will be found out. So this Etherian side, they're firmed up. It's 13 to 11. They're looking pretty solid.
Big round here.
They've shorted up. Big round. This is pivotal. If Etherian win it, we're on 14, and the money is terrible for Dripper Drown.
No AWP inside of Dripper Drown. Ace opting to whip out that rifle. See how it works out for him.
OC ever a threat in mid, but they're not really going to test. It looks like it wants to be a fast play out B, possibly underpass, but no, it will be apartments. And there's the first catch. Spotted the player. Now they're going to move quickly off the back of it. It's kind of the pace that Etherian were running, but a little bit more hesitation. Not quite as YOLO B. And now they'll move out. Ben finds one from the fence position. That's all she wrote. It's a hard position to play. It's more of a one and done. And now the execution comes in. They've got a man advantage. 4 AKs up in the post plant. And Etherian are caught out. But Etherian have so much cash, there's no reason for them not to try and punish.
I really appreciate the call by Dripper Drown here. They recognize right away that these 2 AWPs are going to be an issue right away. And they have, when that happens on Mirage, you have 2 options, right? Ace smokes. Oh, 1 second. Dazzle. Man, he's exploding on this B site all game long. But anyway, what I was saying was, when you have these 2 AWPs, you know, there's 2 ways you really punish that. Conventionally, Ace smokes, or if you can get that opening pick on B site where he was initially, you know, it's kind of hard to retake that with AWPs. I appreciate that call. I want to know who made that.
You ask him afterwards. You want to do the post-match interview up on stage?
Yeah, sure.
We got Frankie for that, actually. I think Frankie's union, well, he'll get upset if I start taking his work away from him.
Yeah, shout out Frankie.
But I'm going to try and snag somebody from whoever ends up on the winning team here. See if we can get a little more in-depth. Maybe you got to write some questions for me.
Round 26, right here. Ace has his AWP now, finally, on his T side.
Frankie just came by and gave me the "I'm watching you" look. So he's listening. He's watching and listening, and frankly, I'm a little scared of him. I don't know.
Don't think about it, man. Don't think about it. There's the Palace explode. I love this call. I love Palace explode.
Talk about this call. Why does it work so well? Why are they already on the site? Why are they already making moves to plant? Utilities coming in. Trying to lock this out. It
works so well because so many people play retake A from Ticket, and granted they didn't get the kill here. If they did, the round's essentially like locked up. But otherwise, it's just really, really hard to retake if the T's can posture their post plan correctly.
Now Ace secured up in Palace, such a strong position to play with an AWP. He's got a lot of ground, but Neptune goes exploring, and Infinite will punish him for it. lurking right around the angle. Infinite in perfect spot. Now the re-execution's coming in. Suddenly it's just Dapper alive, and Dapper has to make a miracle happen. Finds one, finds two. Cannot find the third, though, as they'll peek one after another. Defuse comes in, and Etherian have 14. It's the reset for Drip or Drown, and they are right on the ropes. In this map, the third map, this could be map, match, and tournament point in 2 rounds.
That was such a mature, disciplined retake.
That's what I was talking about. Just the patience.
That's really rare on young players like that. These guys have a bright future. That being said, Dazzle whips out the Mac 10. He's over it.
Mac 10 all day. Jump around corners. Make it happen. They know they're at the ropes. They really don't want to play for overtime. Last time it went to overtime, it was double overtime, and then eventually Etherian took it. I think it was, what, 22 to 18?
Yeah, I think they swapped it once it went to double.
So 40 rounds.
OC. He wants his fights.
He knows when there. He senses it.
Oh, man. Oh,
the anticipation.
Oh, what a flash. What a flash from top mid.
Perfect flash to chase him off, but still nothing really gained from that other than map control. Here's the opportunity, though. Modem, he's looking for it, and he'll walk right into the crosshairs. They expected the re-aggression. They knew that they had lost their connector player, and now that's the reaction. So good opening pick, and it's what they needed. That's going to leave Ben isolated towards B, and he's punished them before, but if they can overwhelm him, it's kind of a one-and-done type of situation.
I'm interested to see how Etherian reacts here, because the more experience of Drip or Drown, you see how they just kind of hold up, slow down, let's see, you know, who's going to push what. Etherian now, they have to have some sort of map control, or they're just going to get traded on. We'll find out right here as Ben is alone on B side. Now he has to rotate, takes out shot up, but gets traded by Dapper. And just like that, we are in a 3v2.
3v2, Infinite still here, and Infinite prone to the multi-kill clutch, but this round will not be that, as he'll catch an AK bullet stray right into the dome, and he will go down. The save call's already on for Strings. Bomb will be planted. Strings is back in T-spawn. He's just going to wedge himself away somewhere. He's got a lot of money to save. I'm not sure what the economy's looking like for Etherian at this point. They did just win around and then trade out. They'll
yeah,
get
I'm interested
reset.
to see the money as well.
Can we pop that board up for a sec? Oh, no, we're back to the cameras.
Oh.
Whoop, and we're back. Board. So he definitely needs a save.
Yeah.
This
match is crazy.
Yeah. Such a momentum swing.
Perfect for a grand final, though. Neptune is really balling out here. He loves Mirage. He loves Mirage.
Is that his preference? Since the Mirage?
Probably.
I feel like I've seen Neptune go crazy on Train as well.
Yeah. I think he plays, what, Ivy?
I think Ivy.
Yeah. Which is rare. You rarely see an Ivy player be super explosive.
There's a couple Ivy players who I find very impressive. Neptune's one, Typhoon's another. For Typhoon, it's just that he holds W, and it catches people off because he's so aggressive.
My favorite Ivy player was RPK.
RPK?
He's so good at that
RPK's nuts.
Like, do you know how hard it is to beat a Train team where their Ivy rifler is just a god? You know how hard that is to beat? It's a bad feeling. So they're going to opt to save here. One flash on OC, and Strings has his gun from last round. I'd like to see what OC does with this flash.
In this kind of situation where you've got one gun, 4 pistols, what's your preferred strategy? Do you just want to keep the gun alive? Well, that's no longer an issue because Strings is gone. But do you try and keep the gun alive, or do you try and set the gun up in the best place to have a maximum impact?
Well, the way I always found it was like the highest percent win rate on rounds of like this, which are very low.
Sure.
I would say you just ask him what he wants to do, and let's build around that.
So OC's going to retrieve the rifle, and he actually drops another rifle as Neptune tries to get re-aggressive and underpass. So maybe something here. Pistols raining damage out, but ultimately they'll come up okay. Ace a little dusted up, maybe dangerous if he runs into a pistol, but the rest of the team looking pretty. There's the first frag to open up A, and now the bomb should be down in a moment. Infinite in a tricky spot, but they know it's a possibility, so they're mauling right out.
Very cognizant of that. They use their mollies really well right there. Nice shot by OC. Man, these guys are, they're good.
They're very good. Infinite will do damage before he's taken down, but 2 players slightly dusted up. That's going to make it look a lot better. It would all be on OC, and he's got 3 targets to find. He'll find the first, flashed out completely, finds the only healthy player in Dazzle. Oh, be careful on this shoulder peek, OC. You're going to be taken down in just a moment. They'll spray through panel, eventually find him. Such a tough spot to hold when they know you're there.
3K by Ace to clean it up, and we are, is this 14-14?
14-13, I think.
Ah, my mistake.
14-14.
Right?
Nope,
Yeah,
you're
okay,
better.
okay.
You knew it. I'm bad at counting.
It's okay. I was a math major, but this is more important.
I needed to watch more Sesame Street when I was younger.
I feel you.
1, 2, Oh.
Low utility here from Etherian, so they're probably going to try and, yep, they're pushing middle. Ace takes down Infinite, so just like that.
There's the frag back, though. Modem opening things up, and OC finds another. There's the third. Wow. Players dropping left and right for Drip or Drown. 14-14 in Etherian. They're now clamping down. They do not want to give up Matt point. They do not want to allow Drip or Drown back into this series. Oh, Dazzle's found the bomb. Ace has found the bomb. Full utility, bomb found. Now Dazzle needs to figure out where he's going to explore off the back of this. And everything's slowed down for Etherian.
I'm curious if the CTs know they have bomb right there.
I don't think so. I think they would have aggressed around the corner if they knew that.
And I guess just play for a full retake on B. That's interesting. Dazzle is all the way up market. And
is Ben watching for this?
Oh, that's why.
No, was he? Did he see that, or did he look the other way?
I think he was holding it, right?
Yeah, he was, because he's reacted off the back of it. Now there's the smoke. They spotted each other. So now they know the jig is up, and the full 4-man retake is going to be on. Etherian are okay with letting that bomb plant go. And now they move up catwalk, but it's going to be all Ace all day. Dazzle, rather.
Wow.
Gets a 2K, and boom, they shut it down. 2 kills apiece.
That was a very, very, very well-played round by Dazzle. He was disciplined in his utility usage. He was very patient, slow. He got all the positioning that he needed to, got all the information he needed to. Ace just waited for him, and just like that, 2v4.
Was that Ace we just heard on stage?
Was it?
Dropping the LFG? It's either that or Dapper.
That's a Dapper. That's a Dapper.
That's a Dapper?
That's a Dapper. Oh.
Couldn't quite tell.
14, and not the best buy for Etherian. That being said, though, I mean, we don't hate CZs.
No, CZ's always a risk. I mean, pistols in general in this game, always a possibility. They're going to come rocketing up underpass, but it's a nice crossfire setup. They were expecting this possibility, and so they will be cowed. The pistol push gets nothing yet. Nets absolutely zero, zilch, nothing, zippo. Strings is alive, and he's got to farm us. He'll find 1 kill, but really not a lot of possibility here, and they're kind of setting themselves up poorly to make anything happen. Strings, he's alone.
Drip or Drown playing no games here. Immediately all just full sprint to A site. Taking no chances.
I mean, they need this map. They have to get this, otherwise they're out of the tournament, and this is their best opportunity. They will not secure it yet. Strings has found another kill. There's 3 more targets to find, but Ace will close it down, 16-14.